Hi guys, I'm back again today with another video, and today we're checking out stop signs suck, and we shouldn't get rid of them, or we should get rid of them. Okay. uh Fascinating. We'll see why, and maybe, but before we start, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button. Let's get it.
One thing I really don't miss about Canada is stop signs.
Stop signs.
Putting stop
Okay.
signs everywhere is a sign of failure. It's the road design equivalent of we've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Nobody completely stops at stop signs. Not cyclists, not drivers. This guy doesn't even bother to slow down.
Oh wow.
Stop signs are notoriously inefficient. After a string of police ticketing, cyclists in San Francisco staged a protest where every cyclist came to a complete stop at this stop sign. The queue of bicycles and cars stretched several blocks down the street. But stop signs aren't just inconvenient for cyclists, they're actually less safe. Many cities allow cyclists to yield at stop signs, and studies have been published about the results. This study found 14% fewer crashes. And this one found that when crashes do happen, they result in less serious injuries. So why does this happen? Well, just like people walking, people on bicycles are vulnerable road users, which is the problem when you take laws for cars and try to apply them to bicycles. For example, bicycles are extremely slow to get going from a complete.
Okay, so this is like stop signs for bicycle riders. I'm assuming not necessarily like driving or general stop signs. I guess, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Look at how long I'm in this intersection if I yield at the stop sign. Less than 2.5 seconds. Now look at the same crossing if I come to a complete stop. Almost 6 seconds. That's over twice as much time in the intersection, and that's just the time to cross this little Dutch junction, not some American monstrosity. During that crossing, I'm moving so slowly that I'm a sitting duck for any driver who's not paying attention. Cars have blind spots, like this.
Okay, so I get it now. So it's better to be in on the move rather than to be at a stop, because if you're at the stop, you are more vulnerable to getting hit if you're just there, right? That if you were moving, you would have evaded the situation before the situation was a situation. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Any driver who's not paying attention. Cars have blind spots, like this A-pillar right here. This is the reason why stop signs exist, because cars are dangerous and a driver's view can be obstructed. Can you spot the cyclist? She's right here,
No? Oh, okay.
behind the elephant. Bicycles don't have blind spots, which is why there's no difference in safety to other people if a cyclist doesn't come to a complete stop. So why do so many cities keep doing something that is inconvenient, inefficient, and less safe? Well, there's a good reason. You see, those are the rules, and some people made those rules, so people need to follow the rules because the rules are meant to be followed. Any questions? In the Netherlands, the concept of a stop sign was first introduced in 1941 by the German occupation force. However, this first version included a yield triangle and didn't require a complete stop if there was no cross traffic. So if you think people should stop at a stop sign in all cases, you are literally more extreme than the Nazis. Today, the Netherlands is famous for road safety, and yet stop signs are very rarely used. This is true for many other European cities as well. Paris, a city of over 2 million people, used to have only one, but it was stolen so often that they stopped replacing it in 2013. They're mostly gone from Brussels too, but there they still have these stop sign traffic light things. Belgium. Anyway, here's what Dutch junctions look like. Some junctions have priority markings with shark's teeth. If they're pointed towards you, then you need to yield to traffic on the crossroad.
Oh.
This is a typical junction in a residential area. In this case, whomever is on the right gets priority. When speeds are low enough, stop signs become unnecessary, but this is only possible with proper traffic calming. This junction has several elements to ensure slow speeds. The road is brick, which increases road noise, and the road is relatively narrow too. And most importantly, the entire junction is raised up like one big speed bump to slow down cars. even if the driver isn't paying attention. When a minor street intersects with a priority street, a continuous sidewalk is used. I have a whole video about continuous sidewalks that you should watch if you haven't already, because they're the best thing ever. The most important part is the ramp is far back from the junction, which ensures the driver will be moving slowly with no signs required. This may seem chaotic to people used to rules and signs, but this arrangement forces slow speeds and forces people to pay attention. One of the problems with human psychology is that people can focus too much on the sign. I
was gonna say, like, because of the muscle memory, not necessarily, but kind of, you will pay attention more. Like, if you're driving, you're like, okay, every time I get here, I have to pay attention. Like, every time I get into an intersection, I have to pay attention. And you will know, your body knows that, okay, this is where I go, this is where I meet the intersection, so I have to pay attention now. Excuse me? Never mind. I was getting a call, but then it ended. But yeah, and it is our human psychology, right, to really pay attention. But if you are like reading, do you pay attention?
Oh, now. But it's not the stopping that's important, it's yielding the right of way. These rules focus the driver on the rule that's actually important. Of course, there are roundabouts too, and I'll make a whole other video about them someday. They are well known for being safer because of their slow speeds and the fact that cars never intersect at a 90-degree angle, resulting in less serious crashes. Though roundabouts are usually used in place of stoplights rather than in place of stop signs. So when should a stop sign be used? Well, at junctions with poor visibility, where it would be safer for a driver to stop, like this one. But this junction is also marked with zigzag lines, the word stop on the ground, and a speed bump. It's nice to not have stop signs, but it's especially nice when cycling, because it makes it possible to take an entire trip without stopping. It's really time for other cities to get rid of stop signs. First for bicycles, and then, as the roads are redesigned to be as safe as the Netherlands,
do we even have
for
stop
cars
signs
as well.
here?
But for
Like,
now,
I don't think
I'll
I've
leave you with
seen
some more
any.
scenes of life without stop signs.
Okay. Let's absorb this video. Everybody's just like going their way. It seems peaceful. And they're actually checking where to go. I think it's really good because what I'm gaining from just this last bit is you actually pay attention, right? You actually pay attention without the stop sign, right? Because you're like, okay, I have to see if there's actual people coming. I have to be in the moment, in the zone. Whilst others, when they're driving, they're like on their phone, they're talking to like someone on FaceTime, and they're not necessarily concentrating on the phone. So this is good to make people like actually look, right? Because the only clue you have is someone coming? And also, obviously, the roads will like remind you, oh, this is an intersection, or this is like, I should slow down here. So it makes you really like keep off of whatever you're doing or what is distracting you at that moment inside the vehicle, or maybe you're on your bike, and actually look at the road, right? Because some people are like, oh, Twitter, oh, Instagram, right? And I'm like, oh, guy, like look on your in front of you. So this is actually really good. At the beginning I was skeptical. I was like, I don't think we should get rid of them, but watching this now, it makes sense. Let me know your thoughts though, if you like it or you don't like it. Like, what are your thoughts on stopping or not having stop signs? If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.